Hello, welcome to Mornings at the Allotment. I'm a bit late to the game, but I really wanted to join in the open collaboration that Liz Zorab over at By the Farm started. The question we're answering is, if we could only grow 10 vegetables, what would they be? Now, actually this was pretty difficult to do, and I also polled my partner Hardy and my daughter Hannah to see what they would say. And this is my list now, not theirs, but I'm going to start with the, with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that all three of us agreed on, and then I'll talk to you a bit about the other 5. Okay, I need the list because it really is difficult. So, I don't know if you can see it in the foreground here. If you've seen my garden before, you know where the camera is sitting, right in the middle of the tomatoes. Number 1 is definitely tomatoes. They're, apart from herbs, they're what I started growing. First thing I ever grew on the balcony. And tomatoes from your own garden just taste so much better than anything you can buy in the stores. That tomatoes are my absolute number 1 crop. We grow so many different varieties, cherry tomatoes because they're great value, but also tomatoes for cooking because we like to make our own sauces and can them. So yeah, number 1, tomatoes. Number 2, another one we could agree on was peppers. I'm cheating a bit, I'll just say peppers, but in reality, it was up for debate whether we prefer sweet peppers or chili peppers. If we have to choose, we'll say chili peppers. Again, great value, much more variety than what you can get at the normal supermarkets. Number 3, another one we could agree on, cucumbers. Now we grow salad cucumbers and pickling cucumbers. We grow different varieties. Last year wasn't a very good year for them, but I'm hoping that this year will be better. And we grow them in the greenhouse and we grow them outside. So I hope we'll see more of that as the season progresses. Then 2 that I'll combine, the last 2 we agreed on was onions and garlic. We use at least an onion a day. On average, I would say probably more like 2. We put garlic in almost everything except baking. Onions and garlic. And yes, we can get both of those at the supermarket, but I just like growing them. I also like just putting them, interplanting them in among the other crops. And for onions, we're talking about bulbs. I also like the onion greens, those are number 4 and 5, onions and garlic. Oh, it's a bit windy, just a second. Here we go. Okay, so that's the ones that we were able to agree on. Now for the ones that we didn't agree on. For me, summer squash. I don't know, people say, too much. Once you have one zucchini plant, you harvest them all season and eventually you just can't stand the sight of them anymore. But to me, I think they're so variable and I really like to eat them. And if we have too many, in the end, I can always freeze them or dehydrate them and then put them in soups and stews in the winter. Another one related, I'm not cheating on this one, is winter squash. Again, very, very variable. Hannah doesn't like to eat it as much. For her, winter squash is a bit what summer squash is for me. So by the time we've had the 3rd pumpkin soup or stew or roasted pumpkin, she just doesn't feel like having any more. For me, I love that I can store them throughout the winter and they last well into the Hungry Gap. So we still have some stored at home that we're cooking now. Beans. Another one I could cheat on theoretically, but if I If I have to choose one type, I would probably say climbing French beans for fresh eating, or maybe a variety that I can use for both for dried beans and fresh eating. They're easy to grow. You don't need a lot of space. You can grow them up, and they bring a great harvest. And I can blanch and freeze them if I don't want to eat them fresh, and have them throughout the winter. So yeah, beans. Another one no one agreed with me on, but I insist, is kale. And specifically, we like the Tuscan kale. I don't know, it's variable. It grows almost all year. I can harvest almost all year if I remember to keep sowing, to succession sow. I like the taste of it, and I like what I can make with it. I like to just put it in stews or risottos or curries. And again, I can blanch and freeze it if I have to, and eat without having to go to the garden to harvest. And the final one, salad leaves. Now, I'm not a huge fan of eating green salads or even mixed salads, but it's fresh and it's very expensive to buy in the stores, and you can basically grow it year round as well on the balcony in pots and in containers, and that's what we like to do. So definitely number 10 for me is salads. Now I know this collaboration has been going on for a while, and I've seen a couple of other channels join in. It's not specific to a certain season, so it's not too late to join in. If you don't want to do a video, leave your list in the comments below. I'd like to know. Do you think there's anything I missed that you would absolutely want to grow? So yeah, put that in the comments below. Give this video a like. Check out everyone else's videos on their top 10 vegetables to grow. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.